Welcome back to Beyond the Game, and we're going in a new direction because the fall basketball season kicks off this Friday night when the Acadia Axemen and Axewomen come to the Sullivan Fieldhouse, and we're joined today by women's basketball player Rasheeka Gunn. Rasheeka, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
I know it was an interesting preseason for you girls. You had 4 wins, 2 losses, a couple of games here at home, which was always nice.
Yep.
Always good to let the local crowd see you get out there beforehand.
Yeah, it was really nice to have home court love, actually, as opposed to my past 2 years where we didn't play anywhere around here. So it was actually nice to have some friends see us play before season actually started.
Now, one of those games, you were out to Northside, to Memorial High School, got to play over there. A little different to get out in the community like that and play in the smaller gym again. How was that?
It was nice, just because of the fact that the gym wasn't as big as the Sullivan Fieldhouse, so we felt that our voices echoed throughout the gym and bounced off the walls a bit more, which was good. So we had a really loud bench, and I know that people who came to the games, they were saying that, and I felt that especially because that gym was more closed and it wasn't as open, having things going around on the outside, our voices just bounced off the walls, and it was actually exhilarating when we're on the floor because we felt nice.
See, that's great when the community gets behind the teams like that. And I imagine there's a lot of hometown love over there for Hannah Brown and Karina Kucha too as well.
Yeah, when Karina came on, the gym just got crazy. I don't think I've ever heard anybody get cheered for that loudly. You know, like, it was actually great. And I was so happy for her. Hannah as well. She tried to hit a 3 at the end of the game, but then she jumped out of bounds. But everybody loved it. It was great.
Only time this year she'll be allowed to shoot a 3, I'm sure. Now, this is your 3rd year with us?
Yes.
And I mean, last year, tough loss in the playoffs in the semifinals to St. Mary's, who of course went on to win the title again. Looking forward to get back into the regular season play this weekend, I imagine? Yes,
very excited. I feel that we've practiced so much and so hard, where now is when our results are definitely going to show. This is the reality part that's going to come up, and we're going to know how well we've worked and see how well we're going to stand against other teams.
Now, there's going to be a familiar face on the sidelines on the other bench this weekend as well. Len Harvey, former assistant with the women's team, former assistant with the men's team here, back bringing the Axewomen back to town. I don't know, was Len around when you were here, or
no.
Did he left just before you?
I think he left just before.
And headed to Mount Royal, but I'm sure you've heard some of the girls talk about him. And of course, for Faye and Doug, it'll be a little bit different as well. What are you looking forward to yourself this week? I guess not even just this week, this season. I mean, you know, you're a 3rd-year player. I mean, you're looking to, I imagine, expand your role. You had a good season last year. Where does Rasheeka Gunn go from here? What are you looking for?
For myself, I think that I need to be just a bit more confident in the decisions that I make offensively and on defense. Still trying, there's always room for improvement on every aspect, you know, there's always room to work better. So I know that on the offensive side, I feel that I'm going to take more chances for myself, because I know I look for my teammates a lot as well. But for the defensive side, I think that I'm still going to work hard and still try and get everybody on the same board so that we're actually going to be a threat and we actually get people terrified when our defense steps through, you know. When we come out for people on defense, I want the other team to be scared.
Well, that has certainly been a hallmark of the team. Last year, one of the top defensive teams in the conference. Mm-hmm. You know, you return everybody, essentially. That was a key factor in that squad last year, and only 4 new faces. Confidence must be high, and how's the whole squad looking?
I think we could be really great. I believe so. I believe that there's only really one team that should be giving us real competition. Other than that, we should be working hard. If we can't come in with that mindset that we're the greatest team, you know, because that's not going to get us anywhere. We have to fight each game at a time, look at them one game at a time, as opposed to trying to look further down the future when we can't get our situation up front done first.
I mean, that's a great attitude to have going in. I mean, when you're the hardest working team, you're usually on the right side of the scoreboard at the end of the night.
Right.
Now, Rasheeka, coming to Cape Breton, I mean, a big transition from you. You're an Ontario girl, and how's that fit been for you over the 3 years with CBU?
I think it's been great. I'm more of an independent person. So for me, leaving home, being this far away from home wasn't a big change for me because before coming here, I was always gone for basketball tournaments all over the place without family. So I'm used to being away from home with nobody really like in my corner physically. School-wise, I think that it's just the same realistically just because the classrooms are smaller than most universities, which is very helpful because then I get to know my profs on a personal level and I won't feel intimidated to go and talk to them and I'm not just a number. They actually know my name and know stuff about me, which is great.
No, that's one thing we always pride ourselves about. Now, you've told me already that you don't have any hidden talents. You're not going to break into piano or guitar for me, but I mean, you've got to have something. You must have some interest or something different. What don't I know, or what don't our viewers know about Rasheeka Gunn?
I really like poetry, like spoken word, not just everything rhyming every other word, but I really like spoken word. I think it's really great and it grasps my interest no matter what it's about. There's some that I like that it's just about old cartoon days, talking about the history of being a child and, compared to the modern stuff. And then there would be serious spoken word poems about, real life tragic situations. I think that they're all really cool and really interesting.
So you like to get out more like maybe like a coffee house type setting
Yeah.
when people are doing things like that?
Yeah, I think those are actually really cool.
Now that's different. I'm sure you wouldn't get a whole lot of your teammates coming along for some of those.
Probably not, no.
You never know. Rasheeka, thanks for coming by, and best of luck this weekend and the rest of the season. Capers home openers this weekend basketball. Katie Axman, Axe Women, Friday and Saturday, 6 and 8 p.m. at the Sullivan Fieldhouse. See you next time on Beyond the Game.